Hey, what's up guys? Ranger Liz here, and I wanted to talk today for Monday's video about this hashtag that popped up over the course of the weekend. It came up Thursday night and was just, it was all over on Friday, and I'm still seeing stuff about it. It's the hashtag in the title, guys. It's hashtag Power Force Lives. I saw this hashtag, and when I first saw it, I saw it Thursday night, and I just gotten done. I recorded the Ranger Weekend review and then the Toku Weekend review. I had completely made the Ranger Weekend review. It was late, I was tired, and before I go to bed, of course, I have to check Twitter, and there it is. I was like, what is this? It was this, like, rallying hype-up cry at midnight, Thursday going into Friday. And so, of course, I'm reading it, I'm like, yeah, everybody's part of this fandom. And then I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what is going on? So yeah, I just want to talk about what it is, at least to me. And then a lot of people using the hashtag are sharing their Ranger stories, so about how Power Rangers affected their lives. So I want to talk about that a little bit too. So let's get to it. Power Force Lives, originally on Thursday night, was up with just so much. I thought it was like a call to arms for Ranger fans. Like, it was just this, like, hype up of, I don't know, everybody, we're all in this together, and let's go, Power Rangers as a team, this fandom is a team. And I just kept reading it, and I was getting so excited. Like, I want to be a part of this. Like, how do I be a part of this? What is this? And then it's everyone. That's the thing. This is everyone. I was, at first I was seeing mostly people like I follow posting about it, but then it took off, and I was seeing retweets of people with these personal Power Ranger stories. I was like, wow, I never encountered them on Twitter before. But the fandom is way more than, I guess, who I just interact with. It's everyone. Anybody who watches the show in one way, shape, or form over the years. If you're a fan, you're a fan. And it was so cool to see fans from all walks of life do it. And it was weird because I saw it, popped up Thursday night. And if you guys saw my Friday Ranger Weekend review, and then to that extent the preview I put up earlier that day, I kind of put in when my fan corner, I talked about Ranger Command Power Hour, and after it I just kind of talked about how, as a community, like, how do we grow to some extent. I was talking specifically about how do we grow out of, like, a childish image, and I talked about it was content creators and supporting content creators, and how there's so many different opinions, and I think we should just celebrate it and just listen to other people's opinions. And I guess it's a weird way of saying it, but it was a reason why I started doing the Fan Corner Friday. This last Friday was only the second episode, but there's just so many cool people that maybe you don't get to see because maybe you only watch YouTube videos and you aren't on Twitter or Facebook to see some of these great cosplayers. I'm definitely going forward. Like, I want to talk about more artists, people who draw this stuff in the fan corner, the cosplayers, more content creators, more just fans who really like the brand and have just kind of became part of my personal Ranger community that I talk to. I don't know. But I just wanted to support more other people and show them to you guys. And it was pretty crazy that this happened, and I'm not taking any credit for this because I didn't tell anybody that I filmed it. I guess maybe it was just in the air that night. I don't know. But to me, Power Force Lives is a celebration of the fans, and that we are all fans in our own way. And I don't know, celebrate each other. Let's maybe have more positivity, more I don't know, sharing of ideas, sharing of artwork. Maybe you've done drawings and stuff before and you just, maybe, you're hesitant to post it. Please post it. I post any kind of fan art, anything. Maybe you like to write fan fiction. The Power Rangers brand is, at this point, a lot more than about Power Rangers the show, and the fans, we definitely have our chunk, and yay! So that's kind of what I took Power Force Lives as. And I guess the other part of this was a lot of people are sharing their Ranger stories of what Power Rangers means to them. So I guess this is what Power Rangers means to me. When I don't know where to begin. So back in, I guess, 2009, 2010, it's crazy that it was that long ago. It was when MMPR 2010 actually was coming back. My nephew was of that age, and I was like, kid, I'm gonna, you need to watch Power Rangers. And I stopped watching in, I guess Zeo. I don't think I even saw the Turbo film in movies, maybe in the theaters, maybe I did. But I hadn't watched it since. I didn't know anything about any of the seasons at all. And of course, I was like, you gotta watch Mighty Morphin Kid. And so I have him watch it, and I'm like, man, I was going through a really, I mean, everybody posting their sad stories. I was going through a really rough time in my life. I got out of a really long-term relationship and moved back in with my parents, moved back into my parents who live in a different town. So I was 45 minutes away from most of my current friends at the time, and an hour and a half away from the rest of my friends, and 22 years old, working in fast food. It was a pretty crappy time in my life. But out of that, well, thankfully, one, I met my husband, which was really awesome, clearly. But another one was I had time, and I'm like trying to relate to my nephew, and so we start watching a little bit of Power Rangers, and it was really cool. It made me happy. It reminded me, it was the nostalgia, it reminded me of when I was a kid and when I was happy. And thankfully, due to that and some antidepressants and talking to doctors, I it really just started taking me out of a bad place. And so from there, I was like, okay, I've rewatched my Morphin and stuff. I'm ready. And I didn't want to go into Zeo or Turbo or something that I kind of knew of as a kid. And so I decided, after attempting, admittedly, I did watch like 2 episodes of Samurai, and I was like, I don't know, man. MMPR was like rose-colored goggles. I still watch it as a 7-year-old. I couldn't go straight into Samurai. So I pulled up, because I just watched Mighty Morphin, and Tommy was in it, and I was like, dude, how cool is that Tommy is back? So I picked up Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Thankfully, I had a Netflix subscription, so I could just sit and watch. And I fell in love. I just was like, at that time, I was 23, 24, and I'm like, I'm watching Power Rangers. Like a 10-year-old show of Power Rangers. And it just made me happy. Some people, like, I was talking to my father-in-law last night, and we were talking about my YouTube channel. We were talking about YouTube, so I mentioned my channel. And he's like, so man, you really do like Power Rangers. And I was like, yeah, I do, but how do you explain? He's like 65 or so, and I was like, I like Power Rangers because it just makes me happy. At the end of the day, it makes me happy. I was like, I fully admit, it is spandex hero characters fighting rubber-suited monsters, and then they get big and they beat the crap out of each other in robots. I mean, come on! At the end of the day, it just makes me happy. It's nonsensical at times. But I turn it on and I'm just like, dude, you just hear it's like, it's morphin' time! And you get this over-the-top explosions and silly fights, and then they get into a Megazord, and then they just, I mean, it's one reason I love Megazord battles and Legacy Wars. It's just awesome watching these giant robots slug it out. And it just made me happy. And that's how I feel about Power Rangers to this day. I just get happy. And it hasn't gone away. I mean, I started my Twitter, and so I'm gonna glance over and see maybe if I can see when exactly I started this. It took me a while. I didn't post about Power Rangers a lot. I was very like, I don't want people to know I'm a Power Ranger fan. So I created secret identity. So I created Gokai Ranger, and it went from, at that point, I was like, I have to talk about this more. Oh, the sun came out. I was like, I have to talk about this more, but I didn't even have many friends that watched it, and so I had finished watching Gokaiger. I was currently watching Kyroger, and like something else, and I was like, I gotta be a Ranger. I have to be a Ranger because I'm Power Ranger. But Gokaiger completely started bringing me into Tokusatsu, and so I was like, I want to know more about Tokusatsu. So I created Gokai Ranger as just a way to be able to talk to other fans. And so yeah, I pulled up, it was October of 2014. Power Morphicon had happened, and I was on social media so much, Power Morphicon 2014, and so I was on it so much, and I was following all the hashtags, looking at all of the pictures, being like, starting to follow some people in the Ranger fandom. And then I was like, screw it, I have to do this, because that year, or later the year, I should say, in 2015, in March, so only a few months after that, I was gonna go to Lexington Comic and Toy Con, and I wanted to get a way to give back, because I wanted to be the person at LexCon that other people could follow and get pictures, whatever, because there's always a lot of Rangers there, so I thought other people might want that like I did, and so I almost started the channel because I wanted to help get information to people. And then, that was 3.5 years ago, and it slowly morphed into I just really liked news, and so I'd always be tweeting about new things in Power Rangers and finding deals on Amazon, and it morphed into me wanting to do more. I'd always wanted to have a vlog. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, and I never did. I never had the guts to do it. Cause I admittedly, I'm now a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't before. I worked. I was a computer tech, so I didn't really have, I felt like, an interesting life to vlog about. And for years, someone asked, oh, what's your dream job? People ask, oh, but what's your dream job? And I was like, dude, can I be paid to be a Power Ranger fan? And I laughed because I was like, well, maybe. No. Believe me, if any other Power Ranger YouTuber out there, it's, there's not money in this. I know there's not money in this, but I love it so much that I don't care. Because I'm a news channel, so what do you do? But I just thought it was funny that I was always like, what's your dream job? I want to be a Power Ranger fan. How do I make that work? Maybe I am making it work. Maybe my dream job is unpaid, but I'm fine with that. With this is so much fun. I always was the one who was like, I am not creative. I am not creative at all. I can't do anything. And yet, somehow, when it comes to Power Rangers, I was like, you know what? I want to learn to make GIFs. I just want to learn to make GIFs. And I know it's like one of those, like, really, you never really... But I never Googled it. I never thought. But I just wanted to make Power Ranger GIFs so bad to post that I taught myself how to do it. And then I wanted to make this show, the Ranger Weekend Review. I'd wanted to make it for so long. And I gotta tell you guys, it took me... I've been wanting to make this channel, I guess. I played with it in my head for a year before I finally just did it. But if it wasn't for Power Rangers, there's no way I would be doing this. There's no way I would be talking to you guys. There's no way I would have learned video editing and lighting, although admittedly this lighting kind of sucks. I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of this without Power Rangers. But also I wouldn't have been able to do it without all of us fans, without all of you guys. Because, you know, if I would have done this for 6 months and still only getting, you know, like 30 views, I don't know if I'd have as much motivation. It would be tough. Or maybe I would, admittedly, I probably just would have started a different style show. Because once I started doing this, I'm not going to stop. Sorry. So I guess this was kind of sentimental, kind of walk down memory lane. Maybe guys get to know a bit more about me through this. I guess maybe this is also an intro of, I would like to do more vlog style videos like this. Maybe just talking about my Power Ranger experiences. I have had amazing experiences in my life due to Power Rangers, and I've had the opportunity to be a handler for 2 Rangers and get to sit at a table with them at cons and have such, well, I don't want to say like creepy, like intimate conversations, but you can just sit and be like, oh, what'd you have for lunch today? Like, oh, how do you know, like, let's go grab a coffee. Like, oh, what kind of coffee do you like? Just these weird things that I have had the opportunity to do. Shameless self-plug, Mike Jen interviews, you know, in my playlist. I've got to go to conventions. I have Power Ranger cosplay. Actually, technically, I have 2 Power Ranger cosplays. But I've met amazing people. I have met so many people due to Power Rangers online that I truly call my friends. I say that whoever on Twitter, and my husband's like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I've never met some of these people before. Or maybe I've met them once for 5 minutes. I mean, Eric from Ranger Command Power Hour, I met him for the first time, like, for 15 minutes, I think in, like, 2015. And then it was, like, the next, like, it's kind of like, hey, it's good to see you after we've, you know, been friends on Twitter. And then you actually physically see each other for 5 minutes. But that's, I don't know, that's how cons go sometimes. But, I want to talk about going forward too, but this is already super long, and so I'm just going to cut this off here. But I do want to do more vlogs, so keep on the lookout for them if you like it, and I will, I guess, see you at the next one. Yeah, we're just going to wrap it up like that. If I don't see you tomorrow for Tuesday, I will see you Wednesday at the Hyperforce wrap-up. Thursday and Friday is the Ranger Weekend Review and the Toku Weekend Review, and Saturday I sleep. No, wait, also I watch Power Rangers, so live tweet with me. It's fun. Believe me, the episodes they're really fun when you watch them with other people. So, I will see you then, Ranger Nation. Have a great day. Hashtag Power Force lives in everyone in some way, shape, or form. So, I'll see you at the next video. Bye.